The film opens with a colossal asteroid streaking across the sky, passing by a majestic kingdom perched high atop a hill, its grandeur blending with the billowing clouds. Within the castle, the ruler of the land lies on his deathbed, prompting the drones to seek out a new master. The citizens labor tirelessly to sustain the king's life by any means possible, its people striving to navigate the uncertain path ahead. In the heart of the kingdom's mainlands, a group of exuberant civilians congregate around a circular stage, where two men engage in a fierce sword duel to establish who the greater fighter is. Amidst the cheers, Gilliam stands with serene composure, his eyes closed as he effortlessly evades the oncoming strikes, his form glistening in the relentless downpour. The clash of steel and the exciting energy of the crowd create a mesmerizing spectacle, as Gilliam's remarkable skill and poise captivate all who bear witness to it. As their swords clash, Gilliam's opponent menacingly vows to dismember him and cast each piece over the cliff's edge. Unmoved by the empty threats, Gilliam swiftly launches another attack, easily navigating through the man's defenses. With a swift defensive maneuver, Gilliam raises his shield to protect himself before launching a decisive strike. Enraged by the unexpected blow, Gilliam's opponent channels his anger into renewed vigor. Gilliam presses his advantage, driving his opponent to the ground with a series of calculated strikes. The defeated man, gasping for breath, desperately pleads for mercy. Then, in one swift, merciless motion, he delivers a fatal blow with his shield, ending the man's life in an instant. After Gilliam emerges triumphant, an android swoops in and proclaims him the kingdom's sole remaining contender, destined to ascend the throne. The android then inquires why Gilliam seeks to claim the title of king, prompting him to address the gathered crowd. With conviction in his voice, Gilliam declares that the people have strayed from their true essence, lamenting the loss of their spirit, determination, and sense of self. He tells the people that he wants to return peace and technology to the kingdom, making them great again. Another contender by the name of Teague climbs onto the stage, ready for a duel, but the alarms blare, announcing that the competition is over for the day. Telling him he was lucky, Teague jumps off of the platform and joins his friends, while Gilliam heads over to Julian, who is eagerly waiting for him. Later, the competitors gather around a large dining table for a feast, putting their squabbles aside from the night. Getting up from his chair, Teague announces that for the past several years, their kingdom has grown weak as their fat king indulges in food and women while his people starve all over. He tells all who are watching that under his rule, he planned to better the lives of his people. In a bold contradiction, the man seated beside Teague introduces himself as Hudson and proclaims to the crowd that those who pledge allegiance to him will be granted boundless wealth, women, and riches, while warning that those who oppose him will endure greater suffering than under the current ruler. As they laugh and feast, Teague offers to pour Gilliam a drink, but he refuses, telling the group that he was taking care of himself. Seeing Gilliam staring at the empty coronation throne, Teague mentions that he must be longing to be seated there. Agreeing with him, Gilliam tells the group that he has always had this dream because he wants to make the world a better place, since the kind is blinded to the suffering of the outside world. Frustrated by his interference, the men's voices grow stern as they insist that he depart and allow them to savor their night. At daybreak, the clash commences with a duel between Hudson and Gilliam, both wielding their blades with expert precision. Amidst the ringing of steel, Hudson derides Gilliam, mocking his origins in the township slums and questioning how he could aspire to rule an entire kingdom. Without pause, Hudson unleashes a relentless barrage of strikes, demonstrating that his prowess extends beyond mere words. Rising from the ground with fierce determination, Gilliam retaliates with a relentless flurry of strikes, ending in the piercing of Hudson's chest with his sword. As Hudson staggers, gasping for breath, Gilliam leans in close, his voice edged with resolve as he declares that Hudson will never reign as his king. With a decisive shove, he sends the dying man tumbling from the stage. Emerging victorious yet again, he leaves the stage for Teague and his friend Julian. Before Julian can start the battle, Gilliam whispers for him to be careful, telling him that he thinks Teague might be a force to be reckoned with. Standing on the stage, Teague addresses the crowd, recounting the kingdom's past as a technological utopia, tarnished by a ruler who believed in governing through suffering. However, as he speaks, Julian interjects with a jest, suggesting that he could end the people's suffering by silencing Teague. Swiftly evading Julian's attacks, Teague's fury simmers beneath the surface as he regains his composure. Amidst the clash of Julian's spear and Teague's sword, the audience erupts erupts into cheers. With swift and calculated strikes, Teague inflicts a series of blows upon Julian's leg and stomach, ending in a fatal slash across his throat. As Julian falls, defeated, Teague's gaze shifts to Gilliam, his voice ringing out as he declares to the people that the time has come for a true contest to commence. The crowd's cheer reaches a fever pitch, the air crackling with anticipation for the impending showdown. Consumed by anger at the loss of his friend, Gilliam swiftly ascends the stage, his sword clenched tightly in his hand as he prepares for the impending confrontation. Despite his confidence in his abilities, Gilliam finds himself struggling to match Teague's skill, as the latter's meticulously executed attacks catch him off guard time and again. The clash between the two combatants unfolds with palpable intensity, each maneuver and parry a testament to their unwavering determination. Much to Gilliam's astonishment, Teague effortlessly disarms him, skillfully hurling both shield and sword aside, all the while maintaining an air of playful mastery that captivates the audience. With Gilliam's weapon rendered useless, Teague firmly plants his own sword into the stage, signaling a shift to hand-to-hand combat. In this new phase of the duel, Teague's proficiency becomes even more apparent as he deftly maneuvers and counters Gilliam every move, showcasing a formidable prowess in close-quarters combat. Telling Gilliam to strive for greater prowess if he has aspirations of rulership in the new kingdom, Teague slides his sword toward Gilliam and retrieves his own. As the second round begins, Teague deliberately eases off, allowing Gilliam to gain the upper hand. In a surprising turn, Gilliam manages to outmaneuver Teague, poised to claim victory, but halts just before delivering the fatal blow to Teague's neck. The tension in the arena mounts as the audience watches this pivotal moment unfold, the outcome of the duel hanging in the balance. Facing Teague, Gilliam remarks that Teague could have emerged triumphant and claimed rulership over the land. However, Teague solemnly confesses that such a victory was never within his grasp, as he is the illegitimate son of the king, one of many scattered across the kingdom. Fearing that his deep-seated animosity toward the king could lead to the kingdom's downfall, Teague expresses his relief at having encountered a worthy individual like Gilliam, someone he believes is fit to ascend to the throne. The weight of this revelation hangs heavy in the air as the two adversaries find themselves at a pivotal juncture, their fates intertwined with the future of the kingdom. Proclaiming, "Long live the new king," Teague vaults over the stage and cleaves one of the towering robots in half, even as a barrage of projectiles from the androids rains down upon him. Landing in a warrior's pose, he spits out blood before succumbing to his wounds and collapsing, his life extinguished by the relentless assault. The crowd stands in stunned silence, witnessing the sacrifice of a formidable warrior in the name of the new era dawning upon the kingdom. In his inaugural decree as king, Gilliam resolves to abolish the barbaric tournament, eliciting a wave of excitement and approval from the crowd. Following the events, he is escorted to the palace and is informed that the previous king has at last passed away, paving the way for Gilliam to ascend to the golden throne. Seating himself with a sense of accomplishment, Gilliam's triumph is abruptly interrupted as the throne's mechanisms spring to life, trapping him in an unexpected and ominous turn of events. Gilliam's cries echo through the chamber as he demands the androids release him, asserting his newfound status as king. In a chilling turn of events, one of the androids swiftly advances, deploying a laser to surgically open Gilliam's skull and extract his brain, replacing it with the preserved brain of the departed king. As the macabre procedure concludes, the once lifeless king is revitalized, showing the unnerving cycle that has repeated itself for centuries. The king relishes his new body and decides to taste it by sleeping with newly captured slave women as his robots announce, "Long live the king." It is revealed that the evil king had performed this ritual for centuries, keeping the people in constant tyranny. Will Gilliam be able to regain his body back, or will the king continue to oppress the people with his lavish ways? Leave your thoughts in the comment section.